Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Timberborn, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we were continuing to play with our water mechanics up here, and we've got these sluices sorted out now. So we are actually pushing some more water down here in the hopes that it will basically make these water wheels here go a bit faster, and we're starting to work on getting some of our monuments done. We have also, like I say, just been mucking around with some of the sluices, and we did accidentally get a couple of beavers injured because we had to flush some contaminated water around, which is unfortunate. But I'm hoping that because we have... Where are they? We've got a herbalist somewhere, yeah. Right here. Yeah, I'm hoping these guys will come and collect antidote. We've got a little barrel of antidote there as well. So, I'm hoping they'll go and get it. Oh yeah, looks like the antidote is running down. How does that... Movement speed refuses to work, but the antidote should fix it. Cures the antidote that, yeah, that cures contaminated beavers. So yeah, that should sort it. We have also been working on a lovely mud bath here. We've got our dance pat. We've got our digger there. We did get the merry-go-round going as well. So we've got a fair amount of like entertainment going for our beavers as well. Like if we have a look at our well-being, what do we got? We've got a few bee stings, a few injuries. Down to 1 contamination, that's good. And then what can we actually add? It's now just going to be adding some more aesthetics and probably some more food, actually, or different food varieties, because I've tried to make sure that we don't have anyone starve, but they do actually kind of like different foods. So what have we got here? We've got the aquatic farmhouse. Where could we sneak that? Because that actually needs to be somewhere that's not... Because the water needs to be not too deep for it, and we've actually blown a lot of our water to try and have some space for it. I'm kind of trying to think like tucked away here. We blow that. Take that path out, we can then make use of this area here to try and just grow a little bit. So let's try and do that, and we'll just try and maximise our beavers' happiness. Really try and get that going further. Okay, we've got a building that lacks workers. Ah, we don't have enough builders there. We've got 2 spare robo beavers. Okay, I mean that's pulling out well, definitely enough water for us at the moment, and we're not too worried about that. Where could we put some robo beavers? We could put robo beavers. Oh no, we got the 20k we need for that final... I'm gonna unlock that final tech. Oh wow, that is quite the range it has. Okay, that's quite beefy, as bulky as well. I kind of really want to put it somewhere super central, but it's like, do we do away with those farms? I don't think so. We could try and do away with these trees here. Would it fit there? We rotate that. No, we'd still be hanging off the back. That is quite a range it's got on it for the boost. Yeah, I'm genuinely sitting there, because if we go that far back, we're wasting a load of it. I really feel it needs to be like here, which means unfortunately I'm going to lose this chunk of potatoes, which I don't think is too bad, because we've got a load of ready potatoes up here. Okay, so let us... Where are we? Mark resources for demolition. Let's clear this potato field. Oh, hang on. How are we out of... Oh, yeah, out of water because we've not got any of these pumps working. I missed that. Right. Hopefully we're not going to have anyone suddenly start dying of dehydration. I was not paying attention there. I'm wondering how many of you guys have left comments at the end and go, "Ooh, how long until he notices that he's left the water pumps turned off after the bad tide?" Which shouldn't be a problem anymore. We can just, you know, constantly leave all of this to go. Okay, right. Now then, can we fit this here? No. We need to get rid of that row of potatoes as well. Or that row of carrots, and then we can look at trying to sort, like, redo the field around it kind of thing. Okay, good. We've got... Oh, Jimmy passed away of old age. Right, okay, let's have a look. There we go. Right, pop that there. And then, what can we put back in for our crops down here? Yeah, we'll put the potatoes back in. Interesting, it will let me actually go around it like that. That's kind of cool. Right, so that is going to take a lot of resources. I mean, we're working our way with the gears now, so how's our fountain looking? The fountain's just needing treated planks. Now, I don't think... How many... Oh, no, we've got these extra wood workshops up here, haven't we? Right. Well, we have spare robo beavers, so let's... Oh, we don't have the science points for that anymore. Okay. Well, when we get the science points, we're going to have to make those robo beaver compatible. There we go. Right, because we've got Timberbots kicking around. And then... that's going to be the resin that I think we're going to start needing for that. And that tapper shack is definitely pulling all of those as much as they can. Where is that tapper shack? It's down here, isn't it? Yeah, so there's not really much else they can do about that. I suppose we could give up this patch of oak here, couldn't we, to replace them with pine. So if we clear that area there, we replace them with pine. Delete resources. Clear all those resources. And then we replace that with another pine field. It does mean that we're going to have to stop that being a tree cutting area. To get all that down. Okay. Working nicely there. Now we could automate these with sluices as well, actually, at some point. Yeah, automating that with sluices might be a good idea. Because then I've just not got to worry about opening and closing it with a bad tide. In fact, I do feel like that's what we're going to do. So, what do we need for those? What do we need for them? Planks and metal. So we got plenty of planks. Shy on metal ingots at the moment, so I don't want to knock that down just yet because we haven't got the metal for it. They'll die due to contamination, but that's fine. Replant dead trees not marked for cutting. Well, they should do that once they get cut down, so I'm not too worried about remarking those. Right, these trees need to come down. I'm curious why they're not coming down yet. We get in there with our fountain of joy. You guys are not working because you're out of pine resin, which is absolutely what I expected to be happening. So that's going to take a bit of time. It probably actually means if we look at storage, we probably want... Where could we put a nice medium storage? I mean there, but we haven't got a path to it. Yeah, I mean I don't really want to make him go all the way over there just for it. That's doing catalyst. That's doing extract. We've got biofuel over here for the bots. Kind of need somewhere for the pine resin actually though. Though actually if we're going to have... Right, let's clear that little path there. Because if we're going to be using it over here, we may as well pop it over here. So if we have storage, medium tank... I don't think we can fit a large one here. Oh, we can. Right, and you, my friend, are going to do... Why maple syrup? Where does pine resin get stored then? Oh! Scrap that then. Did not expect that. I thought it was going to be stored as a liquid. There we go, store the pine resin there then. And that also means we've not got to worry about using the metal that we so desperately need on it either. Yeah, we've got a load of builders over here coming and cracking away at this. Oh, that'll be a workplace when it's done. Ooh. When launched makes beavers in the area extra happy. Okay. That's going to be cool. And those guys really are just working away at that. Alright. I mean, I get that, but this is a priority at the moment. So that should hopefully get a load of our... There we go. Guys over here to try and get this all cleared out, and then we can get the pine down. So we can try and get more pine resin being sorted through. That's actually quite a low priority as construction sites go. So you can get on with it when you have nothing else to do. Okay, we've got a whole another day coming in. Love all the dance parties and stuff. Right. Hedge, scarecrow, shrubs. I mean, we could just fit loads of random little shrubs in, couldn't we? Let's have a look. Where have we got loads of what single spots that, you know, they've got access to? Pop one there. Pop one there. That's the thing, it's all quite packed whenever I do a village. There's not many single spots around. Oh, hammock, nice. Okay, so that needs to be against a path. Just put that down there. Bench. People can sit and have nice sit down at the benches. Okay, so power's gonna... Oh, we are actually exceeding the power output at the moment. Oh, the wind's dead. That'll do it. We've got no wind power right now. So we're literally relying on water and batteries. Right, that's you cracking on with that. Right, that area is now cleared. So now we can get the pine trees in here. Which will give our tapish some more stuff that they can get on with. Okay. That's maple there. So that's that. We can look at... let's have a look at the bakery. So the bread's looking nice. So maple pastries, what do you need for those? Wheat flour, logs and maple syrup, which we've got. Wheat flour. We have maple syrup? We've got a little bit of maple syrup. Okay. I mean, that suggests that we need to put another tapper shack here to get the maples, because I think Yeah, they're not being cut at all anymore. Yep, okay, that's fine. So if we look at our wood and we look at another tapper shack... Oh, we can fit one right there. Perfect. And we can make you prioritise maple syrup. Well, that one's getting pine. It will get a little bit of maple, but... I mean, to be fair, we probably actually don't even need these lumberjack flags anymore. Because we're getting wood from elsewhere, so I'm going to put pine there. I think that's maple. I think we're going to clear this oak area here. And there we go, mark resources for demolition. Clear all that. I think we'll make that another maple area so that we can then get more syrup coming through, because it feels like the syrup is definitely the liquids that we need. So the resin and the syrup is definitely much more what we're needing at the moment. So we can get on with getting some of that done. So where are we? Maple, that's what I want. The chestnuts give the nuts. Okay. Let's get the maple down. Okay, so that's going to keep our forester a little bit busy. Okay, so he's getting on with that. Chestnuts was another thing we could look at, though, food-wise. So we need to grill the chestnuts. We need to grill the spadadocks. Okay. So those are the bakeries. We've got one grill at the moment doing... No, two grills. We've got one doing potatoes, one doing spadadocks. Okay. Right, that's now blown. I've already forgotten what I was planning to put there. Oh, that was it. It was the aquatic farmhouse, wasn't it? Yeah, we wanted to clear that. And we were going to put the aquatic farmhouse there. Where are we? Path. To there. And then crops. Where are we? Crops. We were going to put... Spadadock. Basically along there, like that. Okay. See how that goes. That might be too submerged because of how high we've got the water flowing through here. But we'll have to wait and see. You're still just needing a few more planks. Good. That's now sorted. So when the pines grow, we're going to have hopefully a bit more resin coming through. You're set to prioritise the maple, which is good. You're getting on with that. We changed yet, so this one's now making pastries, which is fine. We are going to want somewhere to store the pastries. Can I fit another large warehouse somewhere? I mean, it feels like up here is going to be where it's going to have to go. That, and then we can put you there. You're going to carry the pastries so that they can go and get them should they want them. We've got tons of bread there. Okay, we're about to be hit by a drought, and the problem with that is the power. That's the only issue droughts cause us, I feel, at the moment. I mean, with the amount of water we've kind of got banked, I'm inclined to just, you know, let it stay where it is, and we'll leave the guys working in the water houses. Don't think we actually need that one anymore, so I'm going to recover that. Because with 3 large houses, we should be fine. Okay, there we go. So there's the drought hitting. So yeah, the water wheels are going to now come to a stop. All these puddles are then going to stop stop. Surprised that water's still flowing there. So you're open, you're open. I actually want to close that temporarily to really try and force any leftover water down this way instead of letting it flood away. We will just have to remember to open that when a drought hits, or when the drought is over. I mean, there's a long one to go. That is a long drought. No two ways around that. Well, you guys are still beavering away at that. But okay, so we need 4 more treated planks, and then we'll get the fountain going. But yeah, this is where the power really drops out, because yeah, the windmills are not able to keep up with that even at night time when the actual normal beavers have stopped, because that's now just dealing with the robo beavers. Oh, we've hit 32 on our happiness, which is nice. Okay, construction lacks materials. Yeah, we know that. 12 injured beavers. How do we have... Oh, we've got so many injury beds kicking around. Okay. I feel like we're going to effectively need to make a, like, medical ward at this point. Okay, so let's... Tempted to chop all these trees down. Let's get... Not a lumber mill. A woodworker to chop all of these trees down. Get all of that down. Get them cleared. Because then it'll give us room to work on that shelf. That's what I mean. Other than that, everything's kind of like looking after itself quite a lot. Like this bad water down here is kind of surprising me still. I thought that would have all been flushed, but actually no, I suppose not, because we're not actually running any clean water down here, are we? No. Okay. Yeah, look, you can see the path has become exposed. That's kind of funky. It's been a while since we've seen that path. And yeah, look, these guys are beginning to dry out because that water level's dropping. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. We've still got plenty of everything banked up, although we are less than halfway through. And there's nothing I can do about that water up there. This water down here, we've still got plenty down on this part. Oh, there we go. We have got our spatter dock in the water. Okay, I mean, there's not going to be much there for it, but yeah, we've got spatter dock there. We will need to set up another grill house for that. You have got a worker, that's fine. Yeah, this is a long old drought. The biggest problem for me there is definitely going to be the power. The lack of power is going to be a problem, and I think we might lose some of the edge crops up here as well. In the same way we've lost these ones. But again, that water's just kind of going to sit as it is. There's nothing. There's nothing drawing that water. That's just going via evaporation because we've not got anyone in there trying to pull that. It's not trying to flow anywhere else now because this is all dropped off. Right, we could probably get rid of those gates actually. Maybe replace them with a set of sluices. Yeah, I think we do that actually. Try and recover demolished buildings, these ones. Yep. Because we're not using them anymore. And if we replace those with sluices, we can set that to automatically kind of like balance the downflow. We can just try and set that to be a bit where we have... Oh, look, our fountain's done! Oh, that is a cool looking fountain. Yeah, there's no ways around that. That is very cool. I like that. It brings joy to everyone. Yeah, I can see why that's making everyone happier. Oh, look at that, all just ticking up. Okay. Like, you're leaving stumps here. Yeah, that's not actually what I want. So we're going to clear that. And we are going to mark these resources for demolition, because I don't want them there anymore. Just get rid of them, and we'll make that a little medical bay. Okay, yeah, the fountain, very cool. Like that. Sluices, we are going to be slowly getting on. So, close above downstream depth 1 meter. No. So limit it to like that. We'll see what it does. Because that we'll need to play with, but then that will hopefully automate some of the flow here and stop us flooding when we're constantly bouncing up and down and stuff is flushing back through. Here it will hopefully hold it and let it trickle through a bit more. That's the hope with that. Okay. So we've got trees coming in. You're still growing. How are we doing with... Okay, so the maple syrup is going quickly. You still need an army of 2,000 treated planks. Crikey O'Reilly. Yeah, this is going to take a little while to do. Right, how's our mine going? Sorry, Shane, you're in the mine. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. So we've then got 3 beaver bots that don't know what to do. Pop one there. Now running into power issues. Do we want beaver farm? Oh, we've only got 2 beaver bots. When we get 1 more beaver bot, I might change one of the farmhouses over to be... I thought actually we could have the tappers go over to beaver bots. Because then they'll get them immediately once the trees become like ready at night time, like we've just had there. So it will just hopefully give them a bit more efficiency on that front. I'm also tempted to see whether we can get some stairs up here. You're not going to reach. You are going to reach just the edge. That's kind of a shame. Kind of wish you could get a bit further up there, although that's all dead up there at the moment, which is not ideal. We've got, what, 5 days left still of this drought. Yeah, that water level is dropping. But I'm pretty confident with the amount of food that we've got in stock, so that even if all of this goes, I think we'll be able to get everything rebuilt back up quickly enough for the guys to work on. Right, have we got any grinding stones? I don't know that we do. Let's put a couple down here. And oh good, this is done. So the plan with this is I'm just going to run a line of medical beds up like that. Put a path. And medical beds. Cool. To try and cheer them up like that. There you go. So that's going to give those guys some stuff to... Oh, it's hopefully going to clear a lot of those injured beavers, because there's just now like a medical wing up here for them to come and rest on. Even though we've already got loads up here. It's not being particularly well used. Right, that's now stopped working because the water level's dropped. They're going to start drying out because they are now above the water level. Yeah, this is a long drought. Really long drought. Like, I'm just trying to think, where could we like handle more water? Yeah, like there's not a lot we can do there. Like I kind of want a big old water reservoir built somewhere. Like I did see... Oh, who was it? It was... Biffa. If you've ever watched Biffa, there was a Timberborn series he did, where he basically built a giant water reservoir atop this to basically try and store huge amounts of water so that in a drought he could just let it trickle out. It was bonkers. But again, do we dare try and do something like that? Do we try and turn this whole area into a water reservoir? I mean, I'm going to say maybe, but I don't think we'll have the time to do that with sort of in the series we've got left, because we've only got a couple of episodes left of this before we return to our regularly scheduled programming. But yeah, that could be an idea. You basically put it all up there. You put sluices down here. The only thing is the whole thing becomes knackered if there's a bad tide, so you have to have an outlet as well on that. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Right, you're now out of water, you're out of water, and we've still got 3 days left, but we're going to have to see how that pans out next time. So I'm going to wrap up here and say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they'll help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. Please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, along with access to the blueprints that get used in them. And more importantly for you guys, you get early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else does. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.